Welcome back to Pilgrims Walk. It's another week, another loss, and another three very unhappy Argyle fans who are just now at the point of despair. Sack the board, sack the manager, just something, do something. This state of equilibrium is driving everybody absolutely insane. I hope you're doing well anyway. This post this week from Leon says, "This is not a blip. It is not a blip. This is now a pattern week after week. We now look lost. No ideas, no leadership, no progress. The standards have dropped off a cliff. If the board genuinely care about this club, they're going to act now. Cleverly's out of his depth. It's time for change before it is too late." Coming up on this week's show, we're looking back on that FA Cup defeat to Wickham. What did we learn from that? Are we all now cleverly out? We're asking which player in particular needs a rocket up their backside, because of course it's bonfire night this week, and we're continuing our A to Z of Argyle. Stay tuned at the end for that, because we're up to letter D. Thanks for your lovely comments last week in support of these three. Reece, are you calmer now? I mean, we've gone through the Exeter, we've gone through the hammering, Hammering's at home. Now we've got the Wickham. You're out of the FA Cup, given that you were at Liverpool and Brentford last year. How are you this week?
I mean, to be honest, result-wise, I didn't really care about this week. It was a bit of a free hit. I think priority has to be on the league with everything going wrong there. However, the performance to me was more important, and it wasn't a performance. I mean, looking at the stats, it's just shocking. I think, was it 40% possession in the end? We had one shot all game, which wasn't even on target. We've been promised this attacking football. One shot in a game against a team that's in your league, that's not attacking. I mean, we're conceding so many shots at goal. When we do get attacked, we're just collapsing. It's not defensive football. It's not attacking football. It's not keep the ball football. I don't know what it is. I feel sorry for Cleverley. I do feel sorry for him this week. It's clear the players have he's lost the changing room. I really do think he has. The fact there's no fight, there's no bother. I've played sport when I was younger. You play sport to win. You don't play sport, and it doesn't look like it's hurting them. It doesn't look like they care, and I can't grasp as a sportsman how you can be happy with losing. You could lose a friendly and you still be annoyed. You still be angry about it. It's in the blood of anyone who plays sport for a hobby, for a living, anything. And I can't grasp it. And I think he's lost the change room. So for me, even if he's doing something tactically, are they even bothering to try and enact it? Are they even bothering in training? I don't. He unfortunately his position's untenable at the moment because of that. Because he's not going to win the change room back. He started calling them out in post match interviews. That never ends well.
Yeah.
It's all they've come out giving the backing of him. That means nothing. That's dreaded in it. I'll give it a week and he'll be gone. But this game's interesting against Huddersfield, who are just as bad as us. So
Yeah.
who knows what happens this weekend?
Yeah, I tell you what, score early in that stadium will go toxic. That's the key. Get that early goal, because they are not a happy fan base at all. Right, thanks for that, Reece.
Cleverly wanting to come in.
Jayden, where does he go from here then? I mean, you've already said you want him. In fact, you're the only one I think that says doesn't want him gone. Are you now cleverly out?
Well, we all said last Monday, didn't we? We sort of on the fence, or we wanted him gone. Then we had Tuesday at Mansfield. Wow, that was bad, wasn't it? Well, the defending I saw was absolutely abysmal. We saw Rudu kick in the air, and then some other player who was getting in his way. It was shambolic. And then we had a statement come out from Argyle Wednesday or Thursday, could have been Friday, where they said we're not going to sack him. We've got full faith in him, and we're going to give him longer, or we're going to give him the season or whatever. And then again, the same on Saturday, and we're not seeing anything different, are we? And I can't see us seeing anything different for for as long as it's going to keep on going. So I don't know what we're going to do about it, but something has to be done. And we've been saying the same thing for weeks. I'm fed up saying it. Something's got to change. It has to.
Yeah. Cheers. And Evan says it's a one-way ticket, Chris, to League Two. We beat Liverpool and Brentford last season in this competition. We can now barely muster a shot against Wycombe Wanderers. Cleverly out. Do you agree with Reece? And do you think he has lost the dressing room?
Yeah, I do actually. I can't see the players with any confidence at the moment. It's almost the ball is almost like a hot potato to them. They don't want the ball. They don't know what to do with it when they've got it. It's almost like as though they've been told what to do to get out there with his the way he's wants to line people up, the high press, etc. And then they go and do something completely opposite. I mean, it's a debacle. We've had 3 debacles in a row now, 2-0 each time. And I was looking at the stats, Mark, for those games. Obviously, they've scored. The other teams scored 6. We scored 0. Why have we scored 0? I looked at shots on target, and I'm not talking about shots on goal, but shots on target. Out of those 3 games, which is 270 minutes for the 3 games, we've had 7 shots. 4 of those have come in one game. We've had 2 against Exeter, 4 against Mansfield, 1 against Wycombe. Unbelievable. So then you average those 7 shots out. It's actually 1 shot every 40 minutes. So it's nearly, and that don't include injury time, etc. So you can roughly say we've had a shot each half of football that we've played. That is horrendous stats. You know,
you can extend that back to the 10th minute of the Wimbledon game as well, couldn't you? Where I think after that we only had like 1 shot in that game.
Well, the problem being, if you don't shoot certainly on target, you're not going to score. There's a clue there, and we're not scoring. The people are lack of confidence. The only one that I have any faith for in that team at the moment is Tole, and that is the guy that hopefully we're hanging our hat on. But it shouldn't be that way. You've got other players in there who can step up to the mark. I mean, cleverly he's come out and he's lost that change room. He's turned around and said that he's looking at youth players, etc. Why he's come out with that statement is beyond me, because he's never going to put youth team players in.
We've recalled Hatch this afternoon.
We called Joe Hatch from Taunton Town, and he's played Tegan Finn occasionally. I mean, he had him on the bench the last couple of games, where there's a player that could come on and he has got confidence and he can hurt teams, and he's been on the bench. So the youth players, then they're not going to get games in at the moment. It's just something that Kevin's come out to haunt the first team with and threaten them with. Whether it does anything, probably not, because they seem to me like a lot of prima donnas at the moment. When I see them before the game, they're hoods up with their bloody ear speaker or their headphones on. That's not getting up for the game. That's like, couldn't care less about this, you know. And many of them, they're not fit to wear the Argyle shirt.
Yeah. Big Grammar says, Chris, this club doesn't deserve the fans. They're absolutely incredible up to the goal. Wycombe couldn't have done any more to get behind the team on Saturday, especially considering just how awful we've been. As others have said before, Hallett is the best owner we've had, but he can take us no further. Reece, do you agree with everything there?
I agree with everything up to the Hallett bit up to 2 years ago. 2 years ago, by far the best owner, and off the pitch, yeah, he's probably the best owner around. The financial side of things, you know, it's been really good off the pitch. However, his priorities are completely wrong at the moment. I think they're wreaking the poor decision making with Folkestone Park. I don't think that should have been done all at once. That's £13 million just gone down the drain, and it's been done all spent within a year of it starting. They could have done that over the next 5 years and slowly developed the site into what it needs to be. There's football pitches there they could have used for the academy. And to me, the business case for an academy, you're looking at bringing 8-year-olds in who are going to burst into first team in 10 years' time. Give them 2 years and you're going to sell them for £500,000. It doesn't make your £13 million back that quickly. Appreciate you need an academy, and appreciate you want to have a better academy to bring your own players in, because it's long term. However, we've got our first team playing on 2 park pitches just behind the stadium. We've got our first team being put together by a squad of kids They've completely, wildly got their priorities wrong. The priority last season should have been at all times to stay in that championship. They acted too late with getting rid of Rooney. Rooney should never have been at the club. Should never, ever, ever been at the club. We talk about a data club. What data were they looking at to go and get Rooney? We then, when I got Muslik, we backed in, which is the first time, or first transfer window in, I think, about 4 transfer windows. We actually backed the manager. Because even the first season into the championship, all right, when I got Bally and Whitaker, we knew what they were like. There was no risk there. There was no risk attached to that. We knew they were good players. Bally's let himself down recently, but he's a good player in there. And for me, you haven't backed them. You back Muslik, fine. Those players all then disappeared because you got relegated. You need to go and build a squad. You've got to build a squad for League One. And they've just gone and done a bunch of kids. I appreciate you can't go and get 17 League One experienced players when you're building a new squad. You can't do that. But we're lacking a core of a squad. We've got no core. There's nothing there. Even when injuries come back, you look at it. There is no one there that I would call a core of a squad. There's no one. Jack McKenzie, we haven't seen yet. He seems to be the next Saxon Early from last season. He just doesn't know how to what football pitches at the moment. It appears. I think Hallett and the board have got their priorities wrong, and for me, they have got to start taking ownership. They've got to come out and get what they've got wrong, put their hands up, and either move on the club on to the next person who can take us to the next level, or accept that the 5-year plan has gone out the window. This is our new 5-year plan, and start acting on it.
Yeah.
It's depressing. It's really sad to see because I did like Hallett, and Hallett did an awful lot of good, but he's really tarnished his reputation.
Cheers, Reece. Jayden, the 2 clubs below you in the table have, in the last 3 weeks, changed their manager. So you can, Peterborough got the bounce of beating Cardiff at the weekend, so you can probably see them improving. Do you worry about the timing of what needs to happen here now? Because you could theoretically be bottom by the time we head into the next international break.
Yeah, I do worry. I cannot see what the board are really thinking. Look, we can give him up to the international break. If we've lost every game up to them, and we don't sack him. I mean, what are we doing? We could be so many points behind by Christmas if we keep going the way we're going. And yeah,
Okay.
I don't know what they're thinking, and we've got to do something. We have to.
Yeah. Huddersfield have lost the last 3, Chris. There's a hope. Is it?
Well, there is a hope, Mark, yeah. But the problem being at the moment, it's being played out every game so far that it's getting toxic at the end of the game. And I've not heard toxic like this since the days that, people were after Rooney out and then Foster. That was bad enough when they were picking on individuals because of the toxic atmosphere. And the supporters won over in the end. But the problem is at the moment, it's not just one man they're looking at. It's not just Cleverly. It's not just Hallett. It's the whole board scenario. It's the manager. And it's all the players. It's everyone to do with the club. Everyone appears to be toxic against. And that's not a great time. That's at the moment, we're in probably the worst period that I can ever remember in my lifetime watching Plymouth Argyle Football Club.
Gosh, it's such an important thing, not just for people who go watch the game, but also for the businesses in the local area, that you're a League One club, the people that work there, of course, as well, the local town, the people that rely on football to, break the monotony of their lives, Reece. It's also for people's mental health, isn't it, as well? We break into Male Mental Health Month. It's not good when people want the football to release themselves from the problems. They don't want to go to, watch home park and just have things added to it.
The thing I see, right, when fans stop going, the ground stops selling out. Like, the ground always sells out. When it stops selling out, and there's fans boycotting, you've got all over social media. Oh, there's fans boycotting. The ticket information comes out. they're saying, "Oh, I'm going to boycott this match," and the ground's not selling out. How are the board not sure? Like that's not benefiting the club, and it's toxic atmosphere at home. Like, how can you see all of this going on and not do something about it? That is like the most obvious reason to see that it's getting that bad.
Because I don't think it's a priority.
Yeah,
It's clearly not a priority at the moment, and that's
Well, at the
what.
moment, we're lucky enough because we sold X amount, 10,000 odd season tickets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
they've only
you
got 6,000 tickets to shift, haven't they?
the downside of that is come next season, if we're still in as bad a scenario as we are, and God forbid that we do go down in Division 2, you're not having 10,000 season tickets.
No.
So it's a sprat to catch a mackerel. You know, if you want to remain with those 10,000 season ticket holders, you've got to start doing something about it in January, because we can't do anything about it at the moment. But in January is going to be our biggest time that we can do anything. And if we don't back whoever that manager is at that time, then we're going to be in a complete mess. A complete mess.
Do you want
Fingers
some
crossed.
positivity quickly?
Yes, please do.
We've just seen a text from someone about the FA Cup draw. Thankfully, we got knocked out because Wickham have been drawn against them lot up the road.
Oh,
So I wouldn't being humiliated by them twice in a couple of weeks wouldn't have been done my mental health any good.
no.
Brilliant. Right, good luck against Huddersfield. Which player needs a rocket? Just one name from you, please, if that's okay. Which one player is not performing how you expected? Jayden?
Bally Mumba for me. I think he's just fell off a cliff, but so is everyone else. But that's down. That's got to be down to something. It's down to the management. It shows further that Cleverley's lost the dressing room, and there's just so much less of a spark with him at the minute. And he has the ability to set a game alight and push forward the whole team, but he's just not doing it for me at the minute. And he'll be my selection.
Okay. Any disagreements from the rest of the other two?
I would agree with him, but also Brendan Weirdo. He came with so much promise, and he's just failed to deliver in a lot of aspects. I think he's had a bit of a nightmare start to the season. And I think every single one of them needs it because they're professional footballers. It doesn't matter what your manager's saying, you know how to play football.
I would say every single one of them could be in that category, apart from Laurent Tolai.
Yeah.
Laurent Tolai for me is the exception to the rule. He is trying every game to do his best without any success from people giving him the clear chances that he needs to get that goal. But I would agree with Bally Mumba. You can clearly see that Bally doesn't want to be here, and he's doing his utmost to get a move away. The downside of that is the way he's playing and the way we are. Who's going to come in for him at the moment?
Yeah.
So you're going to play big money for him. Bearing in mind, we paid £1 million for him.
Yeah. Shocking. He had a bit of that attitude, didn't he, last year in the Championship as well, we saw. Right, A to Z of Plymouth Argyle continues. We are up to the letter D. So the way this works, of course, is we want your past and present players, well, not only present ones, but who should represent the letter D in the Plymouth Argyle A to Z. Any suggestions from anyone?
Well, I've got three there, but one at the top of the table. My three is Pat Dunn, goalkeeper back in 1967 to 70, in my era. He made 164 appearances for us, and what a great goalkeeper he was. Got him from Man United, and he was brilliant. Another one of more recent times, Paul Dalton, 92 to 95. He made 116 appearances for us.
More recent?
Sorry?
More recent, 92 to 95. Still before.
Yeah. Jayden still has not been born yet.
Yeah. Then I'll go back again to a legend in my eyes, Steve Davey. Got to be Steve Davey, top of the charts for me. 1966 to 1974. He was with us for 9 seasons. He made 250 appearances, scoring 55 goals. He still maintains the top 50 appearance makers of Plymouth Argyle and the top 25 for Plymouth Argyle goal scorers. For me, he was a striker who would have made more, apart from the great partnership that we had at the time with Billy Rafferty and Paul Mariner. Steve Davey.
Okay. Not sure either you're going to beat that, Reece and Jayden, are you?
I know Steve Davey. As an Argyle fan, I don't think you're allowed not to know him, even though I never got to witness him playing. The one that I had was Cole Duguid. Scored 3 goals for us, of which one of those goals was at the Emirates in the FA Cup draw. I think we lost 3-1 in the third round. But brilliant goal, and I think everyone will remember that goal.
Well, Jayden, any more? No,
Thank
copy
you.
that. Okay, Bill. Right, thank you very much, you three. Thank you also very much for watching. We'll see you back here after that trip to Yorkshire. Hopefully, it goes well, and we'll all be smiling heading into the next break. Please, for my sake. See you next week. Thank you much for watching.